All right. What's going on, everyone? Justin with Cruzin Podcast. Welcome back. Josh is not with me today. He's still getting ready, packing for Orlando tomorrow. We're going to a MegaCon Orlando. We're definitely going to be vlogging and stuff like that. We want to go out there, see all the panels, a lot of big guests over there. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably try to go live and get videos out for you guys. We're very excited. So we'll be heading out tomorrow. I just wanted to do this podcast today. Universal just came out with a, official big announcement of Epic Universe over here in Orlando, Universal Resort. And for some of you that may not know, but I have a freaking love the theme parks and Universal, Disney, all that stuff. And when they really do it right, I've always been really fascinated and always had kind of like a little passion for that, and what they do there. So I really wanted to talk about this today. It's a really cool one, and the official announcement of Epic Universe, and it really looks freaking awesome, man. It looks really, really cool. The announcement of Epic Universe, they're gonna have like 5 lands surrounding this one big park. Between Celestial Park with the dueling coasters, which looks insane. They're going to have Super Nintendo World. They're going to have the Dark Universe, How to Train Your Dragon. Of course, an expansion for Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. There has not been a new theme park, if I'm not mistaken, since the 90s. I think the last one was probably Islands of Adventure. I think it was like 98, 99 or something like that. So to get a new park at this scale with this budget and new technology in today's current age is very, very exciting. And I think Universal has just been doing such a great job of really pushing the boundaries of what they can do in these theme parks. You know what I mean? And we haven't really been able to talk about this much before in the podcast, but I think this is very good in the sense of now I think it's going to create like this healthy competition for Disney to maybe try to step up their game. I might get a lot of shit for this probably, but I just feel like Disney has not, pushed the bar, raised the bar as much as they can and should. Not since Walt Disney when the parks opened up like in the 70s, there hasn't been anything pretty like innovative or exciting, you know what I mean? Avatar Land is really, really cool. It's really, really nice. It's also very small. I think Galaxy's Edge was, if you do your, research on it, they budget cut like half the stuff they were supposed to do at Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios, which is a big bummer. It's really refreshing and nice to see what Universal's doing here with Epic Universe. They're going all in on this thing. And I think it's going to give Disney a run for its money. And I think it's really, really exciting. I think Super Nintendo World looks freaking awesome. I love what they're doing with Dark Universe. They have like a werewolf roller coaster for, the American Werewolf roller coaster on that land, Frankenstein, obviously Super Nintendo World, Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon. And I think what they're doing here is just really exciting. It opens next year in 2025. And it's just, it's really exciting, man. I think the announcement video that they did was perfectly done, showing where they started, going back to their roots and really just using that to navigate forward. I think was a great video. Honestly, it got me really excited, and I feel like Universal has been really stepping up their game. When they were coming out, when they came out with like the Kong ride, Skull Island, or the Fast and the Furious ride, they were in a very bad trajectory, and those 2 rides are probably like easily the worst rides at the parks, especially Fast and the Furious, and it's pretty well known within the employees, and I'm sure the higher ups know that, but also within just the community of park goers that go to the parks, like it's not good, right? And I think since then they've really learned a lot because they've been getting Imagineers over from Disney over to Universal, and since then they've been doing rides like the Hagrid's roller coaster, the Jurassic Park Velocicoaster, And now, you see what they're doing with Epic Universe and stuff like that. Of course, they've been working on this for 4 or 5 years. So this has been in the making for a while. But I think they're doing such great things. And I honestly can't wait to see what that's going to be like. When you watch the video and you look at the concept art, the concept art of the portals, and the fact that you're literally going to be transported into these different lands while you're there. The hotels look insane. The main one is called the Helio Hotel, if I'm saying that correctly, looks phenomenal, man. I mean, I think this is really going to change the game for theme parks. I think it's going to have Disney kind of like scratching their head and thinking, okay, we need to step it up as well and stop budget cutting so much. I really love what Universal is doing, especially with the Super Mario movie being so good, being so well liked, and making them, $1 billion. When this park opens, man, it's going to be freaking insane. It's going to be insane. And I was just watching some theme park stop. The channel is called Theme Park Stop over on YouTube. They were talking about the rumors of possibly Pokemon jumping in at, I believe it's at Universal Studios, or is it Islands? Universal Studios is going to replace The Simpsons, which I find that very, very interesting. So they're trying to bring Pokemon in there. I think they're trying to even bring Zelda in over at Islands of Adventure. So Universal's making these big, big moves. Epic Universe is massive, man. Massive. I'll probably get some footage of it when we drive by, because it's going to be, the construction is near the Orlando Convention Center. So I'll probably put some up on the Instagram and stuff to, for you guys to see if you want to check that out. But man, I can't wait for this, dude. I can't wait. I think it's such a big deal in the sense, there hasn't been a new theme park at this scale since the 90s. And if you've seen the announcement video, like, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. But it tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. You know what I mean? Going back to how they started, where they started. Steven Spielberg as a creative consultant. And just talking about going back to good storytelling. And that was really refreshing, man, because with the state of like movies, games, and just everything kind of like in the industry as a whole, it's nice to just see Universal come out, make this really inspiring video and say, like, we want to go back to just good storytelling and a fun, good experience, and share, like, having you be a part of these stories that mean a lot to a lot of people, whether it's Nintendo, How to Train Your Dragon, or the classic. I love the idea of the classic Universal Monsters Dark Universe. I think that's going to be so cool. I think that's really exciting, and it's such a variety of themes in that park. You can go from Mario to like Frankenstein, Monster Universe, but then you can go to How to Train Your Dragon, you can go to Harry Potter, and the fact that you can like transport into these worlds like literally through a portal, I think is really freaking cool, man. And now it's finally here. Now it's time, it's marketing time. They're pushing it now on the social medias and stuff, and I think it's a really exciting time, and I feel like I definitely want to talk about this stuff more on the podcast. If you guys would like us to, it's definitely something that I love to talk about on when I'm not filming or recording with friends and stuff like that. It's definitely something I'm always like keeping an eye on and watching videos and staying up to date. And I think it would be cool. That's why I want to do this podcast today and just kind of talk about it, And man, I mean, Epic Universe, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this? Are you, how do you feel about the lands that they, the worlds that they want to create in this park? I mean, apparently the Epic Universe, the amount of land that they have for that, it's apparently it's bigger than Islands, City Walk, and Universal combined right now. Like, it's double that size. And when you look at the concept art, it looks phenomenal, man. Celestial Park is like probably my favorite part right now that I see. And I really do think Universal is going to do a great job. And I think this is gonna put them over the edge in the theme park wars with Disney. I really do. I think what keeps Disney going is just the fact that it's the name. It's Disney. People will, they'll keep raising prices and not increasing quality and just keeping quality at bare minimum. Keep raising prices, and people are still going to show up because it's the brand of Disney, right? Disney has that name, and it's a very powerful name, powerful brand. And I think Disney has just gotten a little comfortable with that. And you can kind of see it, right? I mean, they were supposed to do massive renovations over at Epcot and like renovate the ball ride over at Epcot. And that's a great ride, right? It's about like the evolution of humanity and technology and all these things. And imagine that with today's technology, what you can do with that ride. And they budget cut it. They ended up not doing anything on it. Galaxy's Edge was another one. There was supposed to be more rides in there. There's supposed to be a full-on restaurant, budget cut, no actors, no nothing. I mean, look at what happened with the Star Wars Hotel. You know what I mean? That didn't even last like a year. So I don't know what's going on that side, but I do know like with Universal, they are definitely on the right track. And I'm hoping with that, it can create like this healthy competition again, where maybe Disney can, freaking get off their ass and be like, all right, let's start doing some cool, innovative stuff as well. And not that they haven't done in the past, but they haven't done it in a while. I hear the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is really good, but it's like, that's it. I mean, Tron, I was able to ride Tron. It was okay. It was fun, but I think just Universal's, they're just topping them right now. And I think with Epic Universe, they're going to be at a similar scale. And I'm really excited to see what they do with that. I hope they can really pull it off. I'm hearing really cool things, really innovative things, and they're really, raising the bar. And I think it's freaking awesome, man. I can't wait to see what, when it's finally open and we can like step through there and see what it's all about. So that's all I got for you guys today. Honestly, I just wanted to talk about it, share my thoughts on it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you enjoy the theme parks? Have you been to Universal or Disney or anything like that? Let us know in the comments. Do you want more? We can definitely talk about this stuff more. I love talking about it. It's something I'm very interested in, and we'll definitely talk about it in the podcast more if that's something you guys want. So thank you guys so much for watching and for listening. We'll be at MegaCon Orlando. Definitely going to be vlogging for you guys, going live and stuff like that. So we can't wait to share that with you. And until the next one, goodbye.